They say the lake once wept blood. They say warriors vanished without a splash, and that a creature longer than 10 dugout canoes, with skin like polished obsidian and eyes glowing like twin moons, could rise in rage when angered, or swim silently beneath boats like a ghost. But this was no myth for the people of Buganda. This was a god, a force, a legend. Lukwata, the guardian and terror of the deep. In the ancient days, when the kingdom of Buganda was still young and the world was still half magic, the people believed all nature held spirits valuably, sacred deities who walked with man, wind, and wave. Among them was Lukwata, the most feared of the water spirits. He was said to dwell in Lake Nalyabali, what the British would later rename Lake Victoria. But to the Ganda people, it wasn't just water. It was a living force, and Lukwata was its soul. He could strike with lightning speed, capsize canoes, swallow men whole, or calm a raging storm. But his rage, it wasn't random. It was summoned by disrespect, to pollute the lake, to take without offering. To fish greedily was to call upon Lukwata's wrath. Fishermen would whisper prayers before casting their nets. Children were taught never to speak ill of the lake. And before great hunts or royal expeditions, priests from the Buganda court would offer sacrifices at the waters, edged sometimes a goat, sometimes beer, and in darker times, more. It is said the great Kabaka Junyu, a powerful king of Buganda, once sought to conquer the lake's power. He sent warriors to hunt Lukwata, only for their canoes to return empty, shattered, bloody, and trailing silence. The message was clear. Lukwata could not be defeated. He must be honored. But was Lukwata a monster or a misunderstood guardian? Some say Lukwata wasn't evil but a protector of balance. When humans became greedy, he brought chaos. When they respected the waters, he gifted them abundance. In dry seasons, when prayers were sincere, he was said to stir the currents and bring rains. But when kingdoms waged war near the shores, Lukwata would rise teeth like spears, breath like mist, tail like a crashing wave, and remind them, the lake is older than kings. Even today, elders in Buganda still speak of him in hushed tones, not as a myth, but as a spirit watching still. And then came the colonizers, the maps, the science. The lake was renamed. The stories were dismissed. But Lukwata, he didn't vanish. Fishermen still report massive shadows beneath their boats. Canoes still disappear without reason. And on moonless nights, travelers swear they hear a deep hissing echo from the water, as if something ancient is breathing just below the surface. The Ugandan Wildlife Authority once denied Lukwata's existence, but even they can't explain all the disappearances. The legend of Lukwata is more than folklore. It's a mirror to how the Buganda people saw the world. Not ruled by man, but shared with spirits. Not owned, but honored. He may be a monster to some, but to others, Lukwata is a reminder. Respect nature or face the beast it hides. And tonight, if you find yourself by the edge of Lake Victoria, peer into the water. Listen to the silence, because somewhere in the deep, Lukwata still waits.